Maatrix is a tool for handling communication in special situations. This primarily concerns events that regularly reoccur or can be expected, and where you know in advance how to proceed. Such situation could be, for example, an incident detected in your IT infrastructure, a production line accident, security incident, power outage, etc. There could be hundreds of such situations. So, to begin with, you know the kinds of situations where you want to use Maatrix. You also need to know how to proceed in such situations, who is to be informed, what kind of responses there may be to this information, and how to proceed depending on the response or what to do if there is no response. These procedures are what we call a communication service, or just service for short. To help you and save you the trouble of thinking up and defining these procedures yourself, we have prepared dozens of them in the form of ready-made templates. You also need to know how Maatrix will learn of situations that occur, what kind of information will be provided to Maatrix about the situation, and what kind of information you need to get from Maatrix at the end of the communication service. Information can be transmitted directly from your systems through prepared interfaces, simple emails, or manually by an operator, a dispatcher for example. Such interfaces and data input-output are also part of the ready-made templates. And then you have to know the most important thing, the people the service will communicate with in the given situations. With a few rare exceptions, Maatrix communication services are prepared to address a specific person or group of people. It could even be just you if you're looking for a notification system just for yourself, but in most cases it will involve more people that need to be reached in a given situation. Since the Maatrix system is for specific situations in which each person contacted knows their role in resolving the situation, it's not possible to communicate with absolutely everyone. For the Maatrix communication service to be able to send a message to someone and wait for a response, this person must be a user of the Maatrix system and must also be registered for the service. Both the service administrator and the user must agree to registration. It is not possible in Maatrix for a message to be sent to someone who is not meant to receive it. If the communication service is set up so that it addresses employees according to their role, it is also necessary to assign such roles to individual users. Naturally, a user can be registered for any number of services from any number of customers. The user then defines which devices will be addressed by which service. After registration, the user is automatically given the option to communicate by email or website, but usually connects via mobile telephone using the Maatrix app. That's the best way to communicate with Maatrix. It's also possible to connect using text or voice messages. Messages from Maatrix will be sent to all devices at the same time. Now that's the user side. The customer side, by definition, includes the communication service. A customer is a place where an event occurs and where a communication process is defined. Users are those who communicate using the communication service. It may seem complicated, but you'll actually be able to set up Maatrix in just a few minutes. As the first user, you will establish a new customer, and for this customer you will select the first communication service. This will also make you the administrator of the customer and the new service, and you will be able to invite other users to the service. First, you will install the Maatrix application on your mobile phone. You can get it at Google Play or the App Store. Search for the keyword Maatrix, or use the QR codes at maatrix.eu under I want the mobile application. In the next step, you'll register as a new user on the Maatrix portal at www.in-maatrix.eu. It's nothing complicated. To log on to the Maatrix system, please enter your email address, choose your password, enter your name, and also please select a PIN, a 4-digit code that will serve for quick authentication of certain messages on the mobile app. Please don't use a PIN code that matches your SIM card or telephone security code. For your security, you'll certainly want to choose a different combination of numbers. After confirmation, you will immediately be sent an activation email. As soon as you confirm this, you will be a Maatrix system user. Right afterwards, you will be asked to assign the mobile application to your profile. It's simple. You connect the mobile application to your user account by entering the application ID and confirming the authorization message sent to your telephone. In the next step, you will establish the customer. As a user, you will automatically become the administrator of this customer. To start with, you just need a name and an abbreviation. Other things like billing information can be entered later. And then there is the most important step, selecting one of the ready-made templates that will be used for your communication service. You can make your selection based on what the service will be used for, or the specific systems you would like to connect to the Maatrix service. So you will choose the template that best meets your needs, and then select the mode you want the service to operate in. The mode can later be changed at any time. Also, choose a suitable name for your service. You will automatically be the first user and also the administrator of this service. If the service addresses employees based on roles, and you are also to be addressed by this service, then please don't forget to assign yourself a role. Then you just have to set up the way the service is called. The easiest way is a manual launch using the Maatrix system panel. This can be accessed by users to whom you grant caller rights. It's very simple to launch the service using the panel. You enter the input data for the given situation, and the communication service launches immediately. Instructions for launching the service in other ways, like through an interface or incoming email, are given under the Interface tab in Service Settings. A description is also given for the individual systems that are to call the Maatrix service. Now you just have to issue a ticket to all those to be addressed by the service. You will either issue anonymous or open tickets. These are generated codes that you send to users so that they can register for your service, or you issue tickets to specific people or specific email addresses. They will then be sent an invitation with instructions on becoming users and connecting to your service. In the email invitation, users are first requested to install the mobile application. Then they will click on the link provided in the invitation to register for the Maatrix system. Users are then requested to assign the mobile application to their account, and after the authorization message is confirmed, they are automatically directed to the Tickets tab in their profile, where they are asked to confirm waiting tickets. The same applies to open tickets. Users register at www.n-maatrix.eu. They assign the mobile application to their account, and then in their profile under Tickets, they enter the code of the open ticket. For certain areas, we are gradually preparing a guide to automatically and quickly take you through the above steps so that you can completely set up and prepare the service within 5 minutes. A list and links to the guide can be found at www.maatrix.eu in the I Want Service section. Or you can write us and we'll be happy to set up Maatrix and get it running just the way you want it.